Hola! I'm going to be making some pozole. I made a couple videos of some green pozole. I'm not sure if I have a pozole one for Colorado pozole. Pozole Colorado. Let me. I just had a nice day at the park today, so I thought maybe I'm gonna make some pozole because I'm looking at all these pictures on. I'm looking at all these pictures on Facebook, and I said I'm gonna stop watching Facebook because I keep getting hungry. Anyways, so I went and I got donuts. That's my New Year's resolution. No more sweets. Yeah, right. Okay. So anyways, I'm going to be making some pozole. So I have my cast iron skillet, and I use some coconut sunflower oil mixture. It's organic, and so I basically caramelize some onions. One onion. It's julienne, and then it's cut in half. So kind of medium-sized julienne, which is, yeah. Anyways, and then I had like the scraps of this chicken. I deboned it. I made a stock out of it, and I'm heating up the stock water here, and then well, this is where I get my chicken. It's kind of pricey, but you can make it last. It's lasted, you know, it cuts down on your cooking, and it doesn't have that much salt in it. And I've had some roasted chicken, and it's too salty, and too much salt is not good for you people. So cut back on your salt. So I cut it up real quick. I have some lemons, and then I have my favorite hominy that I get, and my garbanzo beans, and then, yeah, I got there's two different colors here of garbanzo beans, but they're both organic. And then my chili peppers, I use like an ancho, and I basically deseed it. You can detamar it, which means you can grill it, you can heat it up to bring those flavors of oils to the surface, but I didn't. I'm just gonna blend it. You could use a guajillo, which is a little bit spicier, but I'm not going to be using the guajillo. And then you could use the pasilla, chile pasilla, and I love the chile pasilla. I think that's one of my favorite. So I used one ancho because it's spicy already, and then I used a couple of the pasilla. And if you have some New Mexico, that would be good. I'll probably put some New Mexico in there. And then what I did, let's come over here, and I'm blending it. I blended it with a little bit of water, and I'm just going to put a little bit of tomatoes in there that I have. And the tomato is a binder, so basically it binds the flavors together, plus it gives it a nice rich umami. Tomatoes basically are an umami and will cause your flavors 8 times, bring the flavors up 8 times more. So my friend, if you're looking at this, my friend gave me this because of my dog, Niño Chico. Anyway, okay, so that's my, yeah. And then I'm going to turn it off, and we're going to follow it over here. I'm going to go ahead and pour that in. Okay. And this is a really quick, easy way of making some pozole. So the main thing is I like making my own stock. If you don't have your own stock, of course you can always buy it. But I like making I like getting the roasted chicken, and instead of throwing out the bones, I make a stock out of it. Especially if you have a nice chicken, a roasted chicken or a turkey or whatever. Or you can buy your own bones and put them in the oven and roast them, and then make a stock. That's just too much for me, but that's how a stock is made. So I'm going to go ahead and put my... So all this stuff is already cooked. I'm just putting it all together. Yeah, I'm really cheating big time. Except for the peppers. And I'm going to go ahead and add pozole. I mean my hominy, and I love this hominy. I've studied it so many times. This hominy reminds me of my abuelita in Mexico. It's the closest that when I tried this, I said, let me try it. One day I tried it. It's not bad. It's only $3 a can. But it's like the best. It's so different than the hominy that you find in the other stores. And I like adding chickpeas to mine. Pozole. I don't know why. I just do. It's just my thing. You could add some flavorings in there, or you can add just your salt and pepper. I think I'm going to add some garlic salt. You could add some oregano, cumino, which is what I'm going to add. Now that I think about it, some coriander. Okay, that's the coriander, which is the cilantro seeds. A lot of people don't like it, but I use it, and then they say, oh, I love your food. Well, guess what's in it? And then some comino. But some people might be allergic to it, so be careful. I'm even going to add a little bit of pepper. Yes, I put pepper in mine. Yes, and so did my mother. Just a little. Okay. Alrighty. And then I'm going to go ahead and add. Come on, heat up. Oh, that's going to be a good pozole. Pozole Colorado. And then I'm going to add some oregano in it. Then I'm going to squeeze a little bit of lemon juice in there, or lime. You can use lime. I like that, brings a little bit of acidity to it. Just it balances the flavor. Let me add my... Yeah, this is a really quick way to make some pozole. It's a nice, probably a teaspoon and a half. So I always try to get low sodium on the garbanzo. And there's not that much sodium in. I don't think there's that much sodium in the. Yeah, it's only 125 milligrams per 1/2, which is not bad. And then this has like 130, and then for 1/2 cup, and then this one has 130 as well. So I want to make sure. I just splattered my face. I'm not going to show you. Oh, okay. So I'm really making a mess here because I'm really trying to do this one hand thing, and it's just not working. So usually I get a bowl or something and I prop the camera. Okay, I'm going to prop it down on the fire. Sorry, until I get this oregano out. So I basically scrunched up the oregano, the dried oregano. And there's a difference between dry and fresh. If you want to do fresh, go for it. But it's a whole different flavor. If you want to get that really authentic flavor, Your pellet, I would suggest the dry. That's hot. So my spoon got hot. So I'm going to get this spoon. And this is my chicken pozole verde. I mean, rojo or colorado. And then we're going to try it. Of course, we're going to try it. We have to try it. Make sure all the flavors are in there. So you have basically oregano, comino, a little bit of lime in there. And you're going to probably use some lime while you're, yeah, you're probably going to use some lime anyways. Tastes almost like mole. Oh yeah, that's good. And I'm going to allow this to simmer for a while. Basically, I'm going to allow it to simmer for about a good, and I'm going to clean up, good 30 minutes on low heat. Because I want all the flavors to incorporate, and I'll probably add some more broth or some more stock to that. Okay, so that's my quick way of making pozole rojo. Pozole rojo. Red pozole.